Recorded books and one-click digital present Visions and Revisions by Dale Peck. Narrated by Woodman.
Part 1. Visions and Revisions. Chapter 1. Visions and Revisions. And in short, I was afraid. My father liked Chris because he could tell she wanted me to fuck her, but when I wouldn't, she left me for someone who would. I think she held out 2 weeks. Becky was next. She waited nearly a year for the same thing, and if I hadn't left for college, I'd probably still be trying to work up the nerve to go to second base. In college, there was Martina, who called me Spike, and Lisa, who was fat, and Shilpa, who always dated guys who turned out gay. And then there was Joy. We dated the summer after our freshman year, and I wrote a story about that. Kelly was my last girlfriend. She was the hot freshman, and I was the bisexual junior, and she liked the way I danced. At a gay disco, Trax, rest in peace, I managed to knock her out cold with a well-executed but badly timed spin on the dance floor, and the bruise on her chin lasted longer than our whatever it was. Francois was Brian's ex. Brian wasn't interested, but Francois was, and he invited me over for Christmas. I stayed 3 days. A month later, he passed me off to Marek, whose kiss had a chemical tang. Not my thing. Brian, a different Brian, had been a professional masseur, and the massages were better than the sex. Soon enough, though, his hands grew tired, and my dick grew restless. Jean-Claude and I made it through all 4 seasons of the year, starting in spring and ending in winter. He broke up with me during my lunch break. Oh, the drama. But we got back together, and then I broke up with him on Thanksgiving Day. He came over covered in fake blood from an Act Up demo, showered, and then we sat on Tasha's bed, he naked, I clothed, and ended it to the sounds of side 2 of Who's Afraid of the Art of Noise, which scratched melancholically from Tasha's old record player. Later, we went to Bruce and Roger's for turkey, and Jean-Claude left in the middle of the meal, in tears. Bruce never forgave me for that. Damien was one of those shaved-head act-up clones who look simultaneously like a neo-Nazi and an inmate at Auschwitz. He told me he'd had sex with Terence Trent D'Arby in the Ramble.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?